Good day, and welcome to Merry Christmas and Murder. Meet Trolleytown. I woke up the next morning feeling like I hadn't slept and very hungry. With more questions than answers, nothing was lining up, and this made no sense. I walked down to the local diner to have breakfast, coffee, and plan strategy for the day. I ordered the flapjack platter, non-Christmas style. It's only been a day, and this town is already driving me nuts with this Christmas crap. The flapjacks were surprisingly good, although the waitress did say they were humbug style, and she cheerfully delivered them to me. Ugh. I was just getting up to leave when a woman walked by, slyly dropping an envelope on the table as she passed. I picked up the envelope, paid my bill, and rushed from the diner to see if I could catch the mysterious woman. I couldn't see where she had gone, so I stopped, walked to the side alley, and carefully opened the letter. I read the letter. I think I have information regarding Leston Arrow's murder. I must avoid the local authorities. I will be waiting in front of the bumpers at Dallin McLean's Christmas Festival of Fun tonight at 9 p.m. Look for the woman in the purple hat. Signed, a friend. This note seemed promising, but I still had to check out some other stuff in the file. My first stop of the day was to visit Todd Hammer and Margot Lane. They were the ones who found the body and are still camping near the scene. After speaking with them, I had ruled them out quickly as they had arrived the day after Leston was murdered. The GPS on their fancy eyesore of a vehicle confirmed that statement. This was all a little confusing as to why the local PD was still looking at them for Leston's murder. After leaving Todd and Margot, I went over to the pet store, as Leston had made several calls and had several calendar events on his phone pertaining to the store. Thing was, he had no pets. As I entered the pet store, a woman greeted me and immediately asked how she could help me. I'm actually here to speak with you about the death of Leston Arrow, and I'm hoping you might be able to answer a few questions, I said. After a long puzzled look from the woman, she said, My name is Madison Lemon, and I own this store. I don't know what I can really tell you. He had come around asking questions a while ago, but besides that, I have had no interaction since. If I may, just what was he asking questions about? Honestly, sir, the cabaret girls that work at the jazz club live upstairs and sometimes have paying gentlemen callers. I had nothing to do with it, and when Leston realized this, he thanked me for my time and said there wasn't a story there. Then he left. So, you have an alibi? I asked. Yes, as a matter of fact, I was at the jazz club until closing time at 2 a.m. I'm sure if you check the security cameras, they will confirm this. Great, I thought to myself. I needed to go to the jazz club anyway. I thanked Miss Lemon for her time and quickly left. I wanted to check one more person before I headed over to the jazz club for some dinner and questioning. That person would be Clark Dace. Not surprising, really. I just wanted to confirm he and Nancy are on the same page. It turns out he runs the local toy store for Mr. Witherworth. I walked into the store, and sure enough, Clark Dace could be found with the toy trains. We had a polite conversation once I cut through his babbling about steam engines versus coal engines. I asked him what he knew about Leston Arrow and his murder. Clark replied, I knew my wife was having, as she calls them, therapy sessions with Leston, but I don't care what she does as long as it doesn't involve me. She is a shrew of a woman. miserable to me and my children. I only stick around and take the brunt of her narcissistic behavior to protect the children. A woman drives me crazy, and I hate her, he went on. If it were her murder you were looking into, I could definitely provide you with the motive and the murder tool. But alas, I did not know poor Leston Arrow, although he must have been a man with an iron stomach to kiss that harpy. I get that. She is not a pleasant woman, I replied. What's your alibi, Clark? I was at the Witherworth party until about 2 a.m. The cheap bastard only gave us canned ham, so I took advantage of the open bar. I took the train home and still had the stamped ticket stub. Seeing this was going nowhere, I said, Thank you for your time, Clark. I think I have all I need here. Have a good evening. I will let you get back to your trains. Turning around, I opened the door and left.